James Carafano, I wanted to come back to you for a second. I take it that the generals in Venezuela are listening to this, and they must be in a very difficult position at this point.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. I think you've heard all the context there. On the one hand, you have Cuban advisors in the country looking over their shoulder, reporting on them, watching them, talking to the regime. You have Russian influence in there. You have the Chinese influence in there. But that's a thin veneer on top. At the end of the day, they have to decide, because their women, their children, their family, their houses, they're at stake here. And this is always the way it is when we have these kind of incidences. You rip the Band-Aid off, and then what is there? Is there a scab, or does the blood start to flow? And because Guaido has essentially crossed the line, and again, I think why that happened was because I think the Maduro regime had decided they felt confident enough to try to arrest him and take him down and end this once and for all. And I think that overstep forced Guaido to act. And I do think that the point that both sides now have committed. Okay. And then we'll see which side the generals will fall with.
Eric Farnsworth, back to you for a last word here. We're told that the regime, Maduro regime, was going to arrest Guaido tomorrow. He stepped forward and preemptively stopped that by going out and calling for a military revolt. That's what happened as you see it?
Well, I think that's certainly one possibility. Guaido was calling for massive nationwide protests on May 1st. There was no way that the Maduro regime was going to allow that to occur unchallenged. Whether or not they would have arrested Guaido, I don't think we'll know at this point, but certainly this effort today is an effort to preempt anything Maduro might have done and is a prelude to what might occur tomorrow on May 1st. I think the key is the nationwide protest element of that.
All right, I just want to thank James and Eric for coming on the program at very short notice to comment on what's going on in Venezuela. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed.